For example, news reporter Bob Mayo takes a look at the impact of these outages.
We've been checking along Dorseyville Road in the O'Hara Township and Fox Chapel areas, talking to families affected by the loss of power and talking to a small business struggling as well. Even as Weekend Light crews work to repair lines and restore service, there's still the possibility some might not get power for up to 48 hours. One woman tells us hers is back on now after a night without electricity.
I feel grateful. I feel so lucky, and my heart breaks for the people still suffering.
Another woman said not only was she without power, but down to trees and power lines were delaying her being able to drive to stay with family elsewhere.
I have a 6-month-old baby, I have a 5-year-old, and we don't have any food in the fridge that we can eat at this point. And it's hot, we're in the basement.
He came across a small business that's lost power and is losing food and business as a result. The owner and the executive chef at the Brick and Barrel restaurant tell us,
we just had a big weekend and we just got our order in on Monday. So we just had all that food.
Jake's working food for the restaurants.
For, well, 3 days.
It's a lot of wasted food, lots of, chicken, beef, lots of seafood.
Other residents are still marveling at the weather that caused the power outage.
The storm came through here more than I've ever seen in my life, and I've lived here my whole life.
He managed to find a place to buy a generator last night after his power went out.
They sold 15 within 4 hours, they said, at the Pittsburgh Mills.
If you're like you, the name was Sackler, I was blessed. Along Dorseyville Road in O'Hara Township, Bob Mayo, Pittsburgh's Action News 4.
Well, some very good news to report on this front tonight. Senior citizens who were forced to evacuate their homes overnight are now back inside. Residents in 2 different towers were stripped of their power and the air conditioning after the storm rolled through yesterday. One of them is Sharpsburg Towers. The heat apparently getting so intense that some of the residents decided to move to temporary shelters. Here's how one resident describes her evening in the sweltering conditions.
My biggest problem was that I lost about $150 worth of food in my freezer and refrigerator. All the food went bad.
Yeah, bad situation. The other high-rise impacted by the storm was the Arthur J. Moore Tower in Verona. Each building is full of seniors who are the most vulnerable in these stifling heat conditions.
You can find a complete list of cooling centers that will be open in our area, WTAE.com and our app. You can sign up for push alerts to get important weather advisories sent right to your phone.
We do continue to follow